Now, are you aware that the job you're doing has the capacity to pay you twice? Do you know that the client can pay you and another source of income can be generated from the same job that you just delivered to a client? Explain. Lend me your ears. Now, if you're doing any job that has to do with delivering of services, are you aware that you can film yourself while you're making and rendering that service and make it a content? The client contracted you to render that service or deliver that job, if it's via a phone call, if it's via a DM, if it's whatever means, you can start from there. The point you're contracted to do the job, the information you gathered, the team you gathered, you executing the job and delivering the job, and the feedback or satisfaction of the client is a breakdown, is a storyline for you to deliver any content or any film. That's the story. And filmmakers will call it behind the scenes. We wanted behind the scenes footages of you doing that job into a film, and that is content, and that can pay you even more than the client paid you for that same job. Now, I know it's a lot of information. I know it's for beginners. I know you might be wondering, how am I going to do this? How am I going to do this? That's why I'm here. Send me a DM, reach out to other creators, and they'll be able to guide you and give you information. Send a message to other creators, and I believe one or two of them can give you tips. And there are tips everywhere. Go on YouTube, go on TikTok, go everywhere. People are telling you things on how to make content. Just follow anyone that you like, get the things you need, and then start shooting. Now, I know that there's certain jobs that have confidentiality or data protection issues. So for that reason, you're not allowed to divulge information, any information whatsoever about the job. So for those of you who are into those kind of jobs, you are exempt. And how do I know if my job has confidentiality issues? Check your contract. Check your contract. It's all in there. Go to confidentiality clause. There's a clause in virtually all of the employment contracts and services contract and all of the contracts, confidentiality. Go there and you would see whether you are allowed to give information out. Now there are other parts of your contract that is also very important, which is the intellectual property clause of the contract. Now, intellectual property is any idea that has been created in the course of the job. So it's not all, it's divided into what you call copyright, patent, trademarks, trade secret, whatever the case will be. Contract would say or state who owns the copyright. And for the general position is that you, as the creator, as the maker of whatever it is you're making, you own the copyright or the patent to that thing. If it is a new idea, say you want to patent ogbono soup, of course, it's not a new idea. So when you talk about the intellectual property, basically they are new ideas. So, but it's also an important part of the contract you need to look into before you decide that you can film or make content out of that services or job that you're about to deliver. Belongs to the client, whatsoever the issues is. I have to protect you and give you this information so you look out and you don't get into trouble. And if you're safe, if you look at everything that I just said now and you're safe to make film or content out of the job, then start making content today. Don't forget, if you enjoy what I just said, don't forget to follow, like, comment, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. See you next time.